It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. On first down, Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones. 68 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. And right away, he'll look to throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Complete to Jay.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why wouldn't we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing...
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
William Golston in on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson going to look to do it himself. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 47-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
3rd and 11.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had a nice little drive going last time through the interception in the red zone. They're looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the draw, this is Fournette. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play. 1st down, Tampa Bay.
Brady. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Chuck Clark on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Looking downfield for Godwin. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. May hear a few words from his head coach on that decision.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Jackson going to run. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop it.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
At the 49-yard.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Going deep here for Bryant. And this is going to be incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
3rd and 13.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
The 30-yard line.
Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 20.
On 2nd and 12. Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
Taken down back at the
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Gronkowski.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Touchdown.
Ronald Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Bradley Pinion.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Oh, this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. first and 10. It's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And no, it's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 46 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The big back Leonard Fournette able to push his way in from a yard out. And the Bucs are going to take the lead.
His kick.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side on the swing pass. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
Not in any rush offensively. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. On third down, here's Jones. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short, and a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll go with Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And it was